Ladies and gentlemen, is Rigathi Gachagua, the Deputy President of Kenya, in a panic mood? Why am I asking this? First of all, you have to remember that when Kenya Kwanza took over the power in this country, Rigathi Gachagua seemed to be very specific on what he wants the government to do, how he wants to do it, and when it should be done. He seemed to be very close to William Ruto, in that he was also giving instructions as a major stakeholder in government on how things must happen. To just give an example of them, when Rigathi Gachagua took over power with William Ruto, he started saying that this government, it's a government of shares. And that, those who did not vote for the government will just stay aside first, as those who voted for the government are given whatever they need. They are given the first priority. So therefore, he did not seem to be someone shaken with what he was saying. Despite the reaction from the entire country on how Rigathi Gachagua should speak as a deputy president, he didn't seem to be shaken, worried, or caring on how other people feel. He didn't stop there. Rigathi Gachagua went ahead to say that he's a person from the mountain, and the interests of the mountain come first. That's the same thing as been reiterating up to now. Rigathi Gachagua didn't stop there. He went ahead to campaign for one man, one vote, one shilling, an idea that could benefit the mountain more than any other region. Apart from that, Rigathi Gachagua has been moving across the country, to be specific, going to the mountain only, to ensure that he has solidified his mountain base and whichever the purpose he has. Whenever he speaks like someone who is from the mountain, and he wants things from the mountain to be given the first priority. Things have little changed, because when we had Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto decided to dissolve the cabinet, we had some people from the mountain losing some seats, others getting the seats from that region, from different regions. Raila's people came into the government. After that, they were given some positions, and we saw some members like Jongona Ndongo, Mithika Linturi, losing their seats. Now, what happened next? Rigathi Gachagua said they have not lost anything. That was change in tune. Now, lately, the President of the Republic of Kenya conducted a journey to Nyanza. Rigathi Gachagua was by his side, not just in Luo Nyanza, even in Kisii. When he was there, he was praising Baba all over. When he was there, he saw the reception that William Ruto received. Now, when Rigathi went to the central part of Kenya, when he was given a platform to speak, I noticed something strange with him. That is the panic mode. That is going to form the basis of this analysis. But before I do so, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, because that's the best support you can always give this channel. My name is Abel Mukua. Now, Rigathi Gachagua, while in the mountain, he started saying now that they have to look for friends elsewhere. They have to go and get friends from other parts of the country. That statement is just a mere statement. It's a statement that is showing that Rigathi Gachagua has noticed just championing the rights, the needs of the mountain. It is not enough to be a president in this country. He might not have realized that it is not unnecessary, it is not relevant as far as a deputy president. He has not realized that as a deputy president, he should behave nationally. But he has realized to be a president in this country, you need friends across the country. So Rigathi Gachagua accompanied the president. We saw what happened. Despite the clashes they had between him and Kimani Ichung'wah over there, the fact remains that Rigathi Gachagua came with a few lessons from that place. When William Ruto went for Raila Amolo Odinga, Rigathi Gachagua went for his brother Uhuru Kenyatta. When William Ruto started expanding his base, Rigathi Gachagua and Uhuru Kenyatta went for Natembea. Now it has been a game of politics. But according to my analysis, I have a strong feeling that Rigathi Gachagua reached a point and noticed that William Ruto is taking over the entire country, is taking all the allies, and is going to remain alone. And that is going to be isolated from the rest of the country. So therefore he has changed tune. He wants to look for friends elsewhere. He wants to go to certain regions. He wants to go and have handshakes. And that is what we call political strategy. Rigathi Gachagua is not one simple thing. He has the wrong allies. Uhuru Kenyatta and some members of parliament from the mountain. That one alone is not enough for him to go and vie for the presidency in this country. He has realized he made a mistake of mentioning about shares, saying that he has put traps in State House, Raila could not enter there. And now that he needs the entire country for him to campaign as a presidential candidate. The reason why I'm talking about this thing here, it is because Rigathi Gachagua knows very well that William Ruto will not take him as his deputy in 2027. And the only plan he has is to vie for presidency unless he deputize someone else, which is very hard for him to do. If he goes for this seat, that's the only way it will make sense if he's not elected or selected by William Ruto as a deputy president. So therefore, if he's going for presidency, he must need very strong allies politically. Because Rigathi Gachagua does not have the Gen Zs by his side, our youths in this country, does not have a good number of MPs, does not have governors who are friends. He only has himself and the people from the mountain region. So therefore, he has to go around and look for friends, just like William Ruto has done. However, I personally feel Rigathi Gachagua is late. Yeah, I have done videos here before telling you how much Rigathi Gachagua has wasted his only chances. You can check those videos because I have clearly illustrated these incidences. Just an example, I said that Rigathi Gachagua wasted the chance of the Gen Zs and millennials when they were campaigning against the finance bill. He had a group, if he could have stood by their side, they could have supported him. But he did not. He acted warm instead of being hot or cold. Therefore, it is very clear Rigathi Gachagua has wasted chances. When he had ahead to mention that Kenya is a government of shares, the government of Kenya is a government of shares, and that those who did not vote for the government will not benefit first, he alienated himself from the rest of the country. When he only champions the interests of the people of Mount Kenya, he alienated himself from the rest of the country. That subjected him to vulnerability. And actually, as we speak right now, even the going for these other leaders by William Ruto, it is simply to tame the political game Rigathi Gachagua, Uhuru Kenyatta, and some other allies are going to play in 2027. William Ruto has simply jumped ship fast enough to ensure that he is ahead of all of these people when it comes to getting more allies. I don't know what is your take on this, but I feel Rigathi Gachagua is in panic mode because his plan is sinking. That is my take. Kindly let me see your comments on the comment section. And kindly, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. My name is Abel Mukwa once again.